The following trios contest is scheduled for one fall. Already in the ring, AWL trainees number 7, number 12, and number 31. And their opponents making their returning from the pay window, the trios combination of Laughter, McMassive, Max, the Master, and their exalted leader, the Nakakanichi. Together they are the Devastation Corporation.
Good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome to the Battle Zone. And we're doing this match again. Yep, it's going to be a trios match, 6-man tag if you prefer, between the Devastation Corporation and 3 of the trainees from the AWL Dojo. Now, this is great for them, gets them ring experience, but of a paying audience. That's great, as they eventually figure out you should get out of the ring while the Dev Corp does their bullshit, but we've got like an hour of programming between now and the season finale, and well, why are we wasting time with these 3? Alright, the short version, Thug Life Tanaka Kenichi buying the services of the Devastation Corporation, Flex, Rumble Crunch, Max Smash Master, and Blaster McMassive, and using them as his personal pawns to rack up some easy wins. Now, mathematically, he cannot save himself from the Botstomania match at the finale, so there's a good chance this is the last match we'll ever see from this individual. And that would be good, but okay, this is, well, Thug Life Tanaka Kenichi going to take uncharacteristic leadership and face off, I believe that is trainee number 31. He likes ice cream, hence the number. And a good landing on the feet by Thug Life Tanaka Kenichi, facing off against someone who's been training in wrestling for less than a year, and this, I think, is actually his first professional match. So this should be about a 2-minute affair, give or take. Tag is made, in comes Max, so comes Blaster McMassive, also known as Mr. Thomas of the Bombay Fight Club over in MLW, assuming he hasn't left the company yet, because that's what tends to happen to people over in MLW. Referee begins the 20 count on the outside of the ring. We do actually have some wrestling matches tonight. We have another trios match scheduled for our main event. That's going to be the trio of TMDK, including the number 1 contender to the AWL Grand Championship, and that is Zack Sabre Jr., the frontman of TMDK, who's going to be going up against the team of the Tiger Brothers, including the AWL Grand Champion, Black Tiger Justice, and Matt Classic Sr., forming an unusual trios team. But AWL veterans and originals, one and all, up against the invaders of the mighty Don't Kneel, TMDK. But several other matches on the card tonight as well. His first match ever after a hang on, cover here, 1. That would be the upset of the century if the trainees could actually pick up a victory here tonight. After making his fairly shocking appearance last week, Hakim the Machine Alston of the WMA3 Masters will be making his first AWL match, making his first AWL in-ring appearance. He faces up against the AEW, I should say, International Champion, Level Up, Shazam, etc. Power of the Gods, Fury of the Gods, whatever. He faces off against Orange Cassidy, Hakim Machine Alston, Orange Cassidy, in a non-title match a little bit later tonight. We also have on the docket RazorWyng, and what might be RazorWyng's last match in the AWL, up against a mystery opponent. It is RazorWyng versus X, a little bit later on tonight. So we have, with the season finale rapidly approaching, Thug Life Tanaka Kenichi pretending that he's in control here. The season finale card has pretty much been set at this point. We've got 6 matches in each the men's and women's shows. It's going to be a 2-night affair. Anchoring the women's event, Yin will make her first defense of the AWL Joshi Championship against the undefeated Canadian national champion, Amy Wade. And we do await the official announcement of what the stipulations for that match will be. Stay tuned to the Anime Wrestling League YouTube channel for more information, which means subscribe and enable notifications so you never ever miss an update of the AWL. Anchoring the men's division, it's going to be Black Tiger Justice defending against Zack Sabre in the Tigers' 5th title defense. Tag team gold on the line as well, as Yokai Butai challenge the Augments for the men's tag team titles, and the Bird and the Bee will defend against the other team of Augments in their 5th title defense of the Joshi tag team title. So there's a possibility the Augments could walk after the season finale with total tag team dominance. That's never happened to a single faction before. No faction has ever held both the men's and women's tag team titles simultaneously. That could happen at the end of our season finale. The AWL Men's Contenders title, the Intercontinental Championship, will be defended. Hifumi Ryuji, going to be the first male champion this season to make a successful title defense. He faces a former champion, Yamada Jiro. Hakim the Machine Alston will challenge, Donovan Danhausen himself, for the Dragon Star. That's right, Dragon Star from WMAC Masters, resurrected as a championship belt. We believe Danhausen will be medically cleared to compete in that Dragon Star rules match. We hope he will, because I don't want that match to be forfeited. We're going to have a best 4 ladder match in the men's division. Matt Classic Senior, Jigoku Destroy, Tiger the Dark. Wait a minute, this match has taken 5 minutes already? Damn. Matt Classic Senior, Jigoku Destroy, Tiger the Dark, Gambakishi Dark in a best 4 ladder match. The winner of that ladder match gets a title shot at the season premiere next season. And of course, Tanaka Kenichi, RazorWyng, Mr. Shoka, Mr. Nobuyuki in the men's Bakumania affair. The women will be having a reshuffle match. Max the Impaler, Kairi, Yang, and Yuka Akko will face off in a 4-way elimination match. The winner of the final fall will be the #1 contender to the Joshi Championship next season. And it has finally been confirmed. Wakazaki Ai will get her wish, a 3rd and hopefully final contest against Akira Merune. It will be 2 out of 3 falls. No disqualification, no ring outs, falls count anywhere. There must be a winner. Wakazaki Ai and Akira Merune finally will settle the score at the season finale. And of course, for the first time ever, parity between the men's and women's division means good and the bad. Tormenta del Fuego, Wild Thing, Betty Bubbles, and Majiku 2 will face off in the first ever Joshi division, Batsu Mania. It's a total of 12 exciting professional wrestling matches over 2 videos, and we look forward to bringing you all that action here at the finale of AWL Season 20. It is AWL 400 in Tokyo Dome. Well, I'm glad this match has gone longer than it by all rights should have, because it'll let me get through the entire spiel. Tag made between the trainees here. Ooh, Max Smashmaster going down from a lariat. 1. Thug Life Tanaka Kenichi having to save the match for his team there. Okay, can we just get this over? Pin somebody already. These guys are... I mean, no disrespect to our trainees, no disrespect to the AWL Dojo. It's one of the best wrestling training schools on the planet Earth today. Why is this taking so long? 7.5 minutes left on the clock. I heard the 5-minute time call there. Cover for the 1, 2, and Tanaka Kenichi nearly broke up a pin for his own team. What a maroon. Max Smashmaster stomped to the back of the head of this kid. He's probably barely out of high school. Just trying to get some reps in, just trying to get in front of a paying audience. Ooh, face smashed right into the corner into that turnbuckle. The padding there will provide some protection, as will the mask, but not a whole lot. Shots to the body. Oh, paintbrush! Military press slam. Max Smashmaster with the 1, 2, and at long last, 3. The sounds of devastation echoing throughout the AWL battle zone in the Greater Toronto area. Again.
Here your winner, the Devastation 4-point Rage Fellow.
Okay, are we all getting sick of this? Are we all getting sick of this act now? 'Cause I certainly am. Well, anyway. Trio's victory, a win for all 3 members of this faction. Hey, wait a minute. I know that music! It's the colony! What are they doing here? They don't work here. What the? Yeah, that's Fire Ant, Worker Ant, and Silver Ant. Ladies and gentlemen, the colony is in the AWL. The colony resurrected from the ashes. Fire Ant on the left, Worker Ant in the back, Silver Ant on the right. They march. The ants are marching. The ants are marching into the AWL ring. And they look like they have purpose, and the Devastation Corporation have hightailed it. They're on the outside, and the ants are saying, "Bring it on! Let's fight! Everybody's in the ring! Here we go! This is not an AWL wrestling match. It's not a trios contest. King of Trios not on the line here, but we've got, I think, a couple of members of a couple of King of Trios here. Of course, Fire Ant, a 2-time King of Trios winner. And Fire Ant going after Thug Life Tanaka Kenichi, blasting him right in the face with those fireball punches. Silver Ant, the silver submission specialist, getting hurled out of the ring down to the floor by Max Smashman. These teams know each other backwards and forwards. Max Smashmaster, Blaster McMassive, Silver Ant, and Fire Ant, former King of Trios champions. And of course, we've got several people who have held the Campeonatos de Parejas in the ring as well. Title still technically held by the Bird and the Bee, our Joshi Tag Team champions. Airplane Spin by Thug Life Tanaka Kenichi and the Big Blue Bruiser. Time to go to work. It's Worker Ant. He earned that title. Went from being an assailant to being a worker. As the silver submission specialist, tying up his opponent in knots. And again, this is not a wrestling match. This is just the colony sick. This has got to be it. They've got to be sick and tired of seeing one of the least honorable acts in Chikara history making a mockery of the legacy in the Animated Wrestling League. And ladies and gentlemen, until we're having a glitch with our displays here, that's supposed to be AWL Strong and Free in the background there. Somehow they switched that over to the Hontai branding. Please ignore that continuity error. Oh Christ, I really just noticed that. Anyway. Devastation on the outside. Inside the ring, it's Worker Ant going over Thug Life Tanaka Kenichi, giving him a beating he very badly deserves. Two-handed choke! Oh God, in the back of Silver Ant's head. His head could burst like a bottle of hot sauce. Fire Ant, the red and yellow, the primary colors of a founding member of the colony. And Worker Ant going up. Oh, look at this. Worker Ant. Wait a minute. Worker Ant with a Stormbreaker. I've never seen him do that before. Poison Rana. A Poison Rana by Fire Ant on the outside. Okay, this is not a wrestling match. I gotta tell you. Senior official Joey Baba Ganoush, the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family, is in the ring. He's come out here to try and restore some order here, but absolutely nobody's listening to him. There's no time limit here. There's no match. Ooh, blaster. Another two-handed. Oh no, counter! Fire Ant with a counter. He rolls out of it. The hot property of professional wrestling, Fire Ant. outmaneuvering his much larger opponent. His workaround about to tear the face off a Thug-like Tanaka Kenichi. Can we get a zoom in on that? Because I'd love to see it. Hang on a second. I'm being told... Hang on, I got something coming in my headset here. He did? Oh, he did. Oh, good. So probably nobody's going to get sued. That's nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've just been told through my headset here that the AWL Commissioner was aware that the colony was in the arena. Apparently, they were talking some negotiations about possibly bringing the colony into the Animated Wrestling League. And with the Devastation Corporation once again pulling this, we're going to challenge a bunch of trainees and pretend we've actually won something. Pulling that garbage again, the colony decided no. As soon as that match is over, we're not going to intervene in somebody else's contest. But as soon as that match is over, the colony said no. We're going to deal with this. We're taking this. We're taking the fight to the Devastation Corporation. And a colony destroyer by Fire Ant. It's been a few years since we've seen the colony together. At least this iteration of the colony. And they've all seemed to have learned a few new tricks. So the AWL Commissioner, this is not a wrestling match. The AWL Commissioner is aware of this. And we're not going to be sending too much security out here. Because I think the Commissioner is sick and tired of the Dev Corp as all of us are. Oh, rolling neckbreaker by Silver Ant, the original Green Ant. Green Ant 1. Oh, kick right to the spine. Ooh. Silver Ant very aware of what it means to have legacy in professional wrestling. Taking over the reins of the original Worker Ant, Worker Ant 1. When the latter was injured to the point it could not continue. Oh, wait a minute, what's still... Oh, look at this. Silver Ant gonna do something stupid. Silver Ant... Oh, Jesus! The massive forearm of Max Smashmaster right into the face, countering on assuming with some sort of tope suicida. As Tanaka Kenichi, looking for some kind of a respite here, is not going to get it from Worker Ant. Oof! And a knee drop right across the bridge of the nose of Blaster McMaster. Oh! Hard shots on the top rope. And Fire Ant rolls, dives, nobody in the pool. A very lucky Smashmaster manages to get out of the way. Okay, it's a little obvious. Are we going to announce this? Okay, yeah, just being told this is direct from the Commissioner's office. AWL 400 in Tokyo Dome will be the Tokyo debut of the Colony, because they're going to be in a good old-fashioned trios match against the Devastation Corporation, whether or not Tanaka Kenichi still has a job. They could face Flex Rumble Crunch, they could face Tanaka Kenichi. Depending if Tanaka Kenichi survives, he's going to have to wrestle twice on the season finale. Okay, we are having some technical difficulties with our visual effects department. We hope we're going to get that fixed, our video equipment fixed before our next contest, our next match. Hakim the Machine Alston and Orange Cassidy scheduled for the next bout. Orange Cassidy going to have to be ready to go there. And look at this. This is going all over the AWL Battle Zone. Tanaka Kenichi doing something stupid as he usually does on that rope. That center rope. Worker Ant looking for something big. He's saying, I think he's saying GTS, get the sugar. No, he's saying, I think it was actually the Niigata Street Cutter using his opponent's move against him. And there we go, just trying to... That's how you go to work as a professional wrestler, says Worker Ant. With Tanaka Kenichi square in his sights, he Satsuwaza GTS! Get the sugar! And that's it. The Devastation Corporation down and out. I think the Colony have something to say. Silver Ant. I could not agree more with that statement. Worker Ant. Yeah, this is confirmed. This is going to be a trios match at the finale. Because the finale just needed more matches and more wrestling. I don't mind.
Somewhere there's an answer out there on the streets.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making his way to the ring, representing the World Martial Arts Council, Hakim, Alston, key symbol, the Machine.
1 week ago, Hakim the Machine Alston made his appearance and challenged Danhausen to a Dragon Star Championship match at the season finale. It was nearly 30 years ago that the Dragon Star was stolen right out of the Tri-Chamber Cyber Cell from the WMAC arena by the rogue professional martial arts organization Jukido, the faction that had abandoned the code of the Dragon Star. And the Dragon Star had been missing for nearly 30 years until Tanaka Kenichi found it, reforged it as a championship belt, and brought it here to the AWL, trying to bluff his way as a champion, in very large quotation marks, out of Botsumania this season. He wound up losing the belt to Danhausen, who has held it to this day, as no one has stepped forth to challenge him until the Machine. Hakim the Machine Olsen, a welcome visitor to the Animated Wrestling League, unlike the Devastation Corporation, and he will face off tonight against another welcome visitor to these, right at the moment, Canadian shores. A young man who has had a great deal of success here in Canada, alongside Danhausen.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring from wherever, weighing whatever, representing whoever, accompanied by that guy. He is the reigning All Elite Wrestling International Champion, Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy has had a great deal of success here in the Greater Toronto area. It was here at the Coca-Cola Coliseum that he won the International Championship in the first place, then known as the All-Atlantic, or at least around here, the Failed Geography Championship. It was at the AEW Toronto debut that he won that belt, and I have a good feeling he's going to keep it until it's time to once again open the Forbidden Door here in Toronto in just a few months. Here we go. Ready one, ready all. 10 minutes on the clock. Collar and elbow tie-up. Now, they say the styles make fights, and this is going to be a hell of a fight in that case, as the kickboxing discipline of Hakim the Machine Alston he is the martial arts discipline kickboxing, the educated hands and feet, and the intensity, the raw, barely controlled intensity of the Machine, a former Dragon Star champion in his own right, up against the sufficient style, shall we say, of Orange Cassidy, who kicks out at 2.5, giving himself as long a rest as possible under the weight of the Machine. Hakim the Machine also doing a flip there. They didn't have ropes and rings in the WMAC. You see that kickboxing style knee strike. Orange Cassidy with a leaping bulldog of his own, going up to the top rope. Is he thinking moonsault? Yes, he is! Orange Cassidy going high octane by his standards. Like a ferocious, scrambling little insect. Orange Cassidy's going to be looking for the orange punch. Probably Machine is going to be looking to kick his opponent's head off. This is a non-title match, the All Elite Wrestling International Championship not on the line here, nor is Danhausen's Dragon Star. They will be at the season finale, however. Collar elbow tie-up again, going to a fireman's carry, incorporating some professional wrestling holds into his training, apparently in preparation to encounter Danhausen in a Dragon Star match. Now, the rules of a Dragon Star match are pretty complicated. First wrestler to throw his opponent out of the ring, and with both feet touching the floor, is the winner. However, if a wrestler leaves the ring and returns, in other words, does not lose the match, you leave the ring without losing the match, that is considered a violation. And the AWL Commissioner, on orders from the World Martial Arts Council, will order a trainee to enter the ring to increase the difficulty. The trainees must attack both competitors without bias. And the winner is the wrestler, who, or in this case, martial artist, who eliminates everybody. Your opponent and all of the trainees must be eliminated from the ring. Trainees are, of course, ineligible to win the Dragon Star. Look at that. He doesn't need to go up to the top rope. He doesn't need to go to the middle rope. That would take too much effort. If he wants to do a springboard attack, just do it from the bottom. Nobody cares. 7 minutes approximately remaining. Going up to the top. He's going to try and do the big drop. No, he's going to wait. He's going to take his time, because that's Orange Cassidy. He takes his time and then just sort of sits down. You know what? It works. Oh, ripcord right into the elbow strike. I'm not sure if kickboxing is particularly known for elbow strikes, but it works. Of course, he was a kickboxing expert back in the 1990s, in the days of the WMAC, but maybe Alston has altered his style. I have no idea what they just said. These Canadians, they barely speak English. Into the cover, 1, 2, oh! Very nearly, again, the title not on the line here, the International Championship not at stake. But with 6 minutes and change remaining, Hakim Alston looking to become 1-0 in AWL competition. Oh, jeez! Remember I said he was going to look to kick somebody's head off? I think that's what we just saw. Hakim the Machine Alston, key symbol, the Machine. Martial arts discipline, kickboxing, Dragon Star Challenger.
Here is your winner, Hakim the Machine Alston.
Once again, the Dragon Star will be defended at the season finale. And now RazorWyng, another of our... We've got so many outsiders and visitors this season. It's been great. RazorWyng coming in as part of Team Gimmick Infringement after WWE kind of did him dirty.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall on Thursday first, making his way to the ring from cyberspace. He is the flyest wrestler of the galaxy, RazorWyng.
And RazorWyng, unfortunately, his AWL win-loss record is low enough, and that's number of wins minus number of losses. That number is low enough that he will be one of 4 wrestlers entering the Botsumania match at the season finale, the men's Botsumania match. And if he is the loser of the final fall, he will be fired. He will be expelled from the Animated Wrestling League. We will wish him well in all his future endeavors, but we really hope it's not him. We really hope he survives and that Thug Life Nakanichi loses. RazorWyng. We don't know who he's fighting. We don't know who it's going to be. Let's find out together. Hit the music.
Bullet Club.
What? Did we get rid of these assholes? What?
And his opponent, making his way to the ring from Auckland, New Zealand.
Well, what's he doing here?
Currently still representing Bullet Club, the Switchblade, Jay White.
Ladies and gentlemen, the catalyst of professional wrestling, the man who was only just announced had broken off talks with WWE to make a debut there, the hottest free agent in professional wrestling, is in the Animated Wrestling League Battle Zone here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And knowing the Catalyst, knowing the Switchblade, he's got a plan. I don't know what it is. Recently banished from New Japan Pro Wrestling, banished from the shores of the land of the rising sun itself. He's here in the true north, strong and free, our home on native land. The internationally renowned, global traveling, as a Switchblade, is he even officially still a member of Bullet Club? He's got the gear, he's got the video, he's got the music, he's got the accoutrement, he has the effect of the Bullet Club. But the Bullet Club, banished from the AWL way back in the days when AJ Styles was their leader. AJ Styles is the light heavyweight champion around here. Bad Luck Fale and the Machine Gun Carl Anderson were the AWL World's Tag Team Champions. Held the record for most title defenses for years. But now RazorWyng, who just from his body language didn't know this was going to happen any more than we did. But it's RazorWyng versus Jay White. This has got to be a first time ever match. 10 minutes on the clock. Oh, Endless Light starting us off. And this could be a feather in the cap of, never mind, the flyest wrestler in the galaxy, looking to fly into the record books with possibly the fastest victory over Jay White since he was a young lion. Ooh! Pop-up cutter by... Uh-oh. And notice how that's two maneuvers back-to-back, targeting the neck and the head. That's going to be a setup for Blade Runner. Couple of right crosses there. Oh, okay, it felt like he was going for an armbar there, but he kicks him in the head. Again, going for the head, going for the neck. Surgical precision by Jay White, who's walking the ropes and hit the drop kick. Jay White walking the tightrope on the knife's edge, on the edge of the Switchblade. And what's he doing now? Oh! Again, targeting the head, the nose, the face, the neck. And RazorWyng hasn't been able to get off the ground here. Calling for quiet once again. Ironic, as he was calling for the clap crowds to break COVID regulations and boo him or cheer his opponents. He knew the Japanese crowd wasn't going to do that. They're disciplined, they're intelligent, they care about other people. And here, finally, RazorWyng able to lock on some of that high-flying offense and hits the Standing Star. You're not going to get too many chances to do this, RazorWyng. Get to the top rope, do something big. He's thinking moonsault. He's going to nail the moonsault. All the way from cyberspace straight down to the planet Earth. As the Strong style, the Bullet Club influenced Strong style of Jay White. Okay. Headbutts. Is he even contracted to be here? Does he have an AWL contract? We're in talks. Okay, well, Jay White making an appearance apparently on a handshake agreement, I'm being told. And again, that short arm neck breaker, that almost neck maker. The short arm pulling into the attack. Duck of the clothesline and back up. Round and round and round we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. RazorWyng taking down the former Grand Slam champion of Shinihon Puroresu, eliminated from Japan by Hikuleo, eliminated from NJPW as a whole by the War King Eddie Kingston, who frankly, if I had my druthers, would be the Ring of Honor World's Champion right now. And the knees up, the knees up, the knees up. You're not going to pull the same trick on the Switchblade twice. And he's going to pull his tricks on you as often as he feels like it. And now he's been targeting the arm almost as much as he's been targeting the head of his enemy here. Jay White sucks from the crowd, and I can't help but agree that he is ruthlessly efficient. And now I can't quite see what the hold is here. Some kind of a headlock. Could be a modified Cobra Clutch. Could be some kind of chokehold. I'm not sure from this angle. The referee does have a good view of it, though. Springboard. Oh, drop kick right again. Head, neck. It's been all of that the entire match. Jay White in the AWL for the first time ever. And what has he got? Saito suplex. Definitely a movie picked up in Japan. And now he's looking for it. Breathe with the switchblade. His era continues with the Blade Runner. And the official, I believe, correctly calling that a knockout. As once again, the music of the Bullet Club infects the...
Here's your winner, the Switchblade, Jay White.
That's why he's here. He knows the AWL Grand Champion has the right to float between Canada and Japan. Oh no. Bullet Club looking for a back door. A back forbidden door. Well, champion and challenger on the opposite side of a tag match. Let's do it. Get this over with. This is your go-home show, your go-home match.
The following trios contest is your main event of the evening, scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the combination of AWL Strong and the reigning Animated Wrestling League Grand Champion, Black Tiger Justice, the Tiger Brothers.
BTJ has got to be thinking, oh crap, if I make it through Zack Sabre Jr., I'm going to have to deal with the Bullet Club. I'm going to have to deal with Jay White next season. And of course, he's not going to be at the finale. He can't be. It's going to be taking place in Japan. Jay White making his appearance tonight. Jay White threatening the AWL Grand Champion. He's not going to be able to go to the finale.
And their partner, making his way to the ring. From the smoke-filled arenas of yesteryear, he is the number 2 ranked in the AWL Best 4. He is the inventor of professional wrestling and a classic.
Well, Matt Classic, by all rights, should be challenging for the AWL Grand Championship in the main event of the men's the men's show of the season finale, AW 400 in Tokyo Dome, but he was defeated by someone who kind of jumped the line a little bit by breaking some rules of the AWL, and that is Zack Sabre Jr. exploiting a loophole in his New Japan Pro Wrestling contract.
And their opponents, the trios combination of Jay Hakim, Mikey Nichols, the reigning NJPW World Television Champion and #1 contender in the AWL Best 4, Zack Sabre Jr. Together they are TMDK.
The mighty don't kneel, and they don't follow the rules either. Zack Sabre Jr. putting some miles on his frequent flyer account, going from Canada to Japan and back again in order to take out the entire AWL Best 4, the top 4 ranked contenders. He pinned the champion in a non-title match, worked his way up the ranks at lightning speed in less than a month, and now he's going to be challenging. It's going to be Tiger Style versus British Submission Style, World of Sport Style, at the finale for the Grand Championship. Tiger Mask 3 going to be starting us off against one of the tag team wrestlers of TMDK. I still can't tell them apart. I believe that's Shane Haste. I could be wrong, but quite frankly, I don't actually care. Is it Mikey Nichols? Okay, I think it's Mikey Nichols. Whatever. 15 minutes on the clock, and a quick change of direction to the Tornado DDT by the man some have called the Forgotten Tiger of the AWL. One half of the most successful... Quick and deep 2 count there. One half of the most successful tag team champions of all time. They hold the record for most title defenses of a single reign, and that's, of course, Tiger Mask 3 and Black Tiger Justice. Just because BTJ has the big belt right now doesn't mean that Tiger Mask 3 isn't a serious top-level elite competitor in the Animated Wrestling League or in the world of professional wrestling in general. As you can see there about Huracan Rana coming back from an Exploder Suplex by the Australian. Going up, going down, DDT. We're going to see a tag here. Oh, tag made to the veteran. The inventor of professional wrestling, showing you still got it, dashing over for the cover. Hey, that's the point of wrestling, is you're supposed to pin the guy for a 3 count. So Matt decided, hey, I'm just going to do that. I don't blame him for that. But notice how he didn't waste any time, didn't waste any movement. And tag made, in comes the AWL Grand Champion. Set to make another title defense, his 5th title defense at the season finale against Zack Sabre Jr., who right now is watching and scouting and plotting and planning and using his stablemates, who I believe are actually his friends. And here we go. This is the preview of the season finale, the main event of the men's night. But at a couple of some illegal double teaming here. The official going for, wait a minute, Tiger Suplex! Zack Sabre Jr. with a Tiger Suplex! And going for a Pentabreaker. Oof! Zack Sabre Jr. insulting with his technique. Not even bothering to hook the leg, knowing that's not going to be a cover. And Zack Sabre Jr. with the goal to do this deep in enemy territory. Dragon Screw leg whip, holds onto the ankle. The knee not meant to move laterally like that. Seen a lot of knee injuries, leg injuries lately. Shane McMahon, get well soon. And maybe don't jump up and down anymore in the future. Uh-oh, we're going to go for a Black Tiger Pounds! Period. Taking a lesson from Willow Nightingale. Tag made to the veteran, and okay, this is a rematch from the #1 contenders bout. Zack Sabre Jr. coming out on top of that. Taking himself to #1 rank in the best 4, and that's a clothesline. That, young man, is how you throw a clothesline. Collar and elbow, grab at the back of the head. Ooh, face first into the corner. We can see a tag Kogek. We have an opportunity here. Where do we get? No! Wait a minute. The veteran going for a bulldog. For him, that's a high-flying maneuver. Down and into the cover for the 1, kick out. Tag made, a Grand Slam champion tagging out to the 3rd generation of the Tiger Mask dynasty in the AWL, looking for a Tiger Suplex. No, it gets broken, countered instead into the Poison Rana. Each generation improves and elevates the Tiger style to new heights, making it one of the elite forms of professional wrestling. The combination of Japanese strong style, lucha libre, collar and elbow tie up, and maybe go to the neutral corner here. Zack Sabre Jr. knows he doesn't want to go for a walk with this kitty cat. And Zack Sabre Jr. and BTJ both have to be careful here. Ministerial suplex. Adjusts his position for the cover in that moment of adjustment. And again, not bothering to hook the leg. Zack Sabre Jr., I'm not entirely sure he's trying to win this match. He's going for these covers that he could possibly win the bout with, but he's not hooking the leg. He's not even putting too much effort into it. And now Zack looking for something extremely dangerous. A hangman's hold in the corner. That's got to be illegal. About a third way through the time limit and just flipping off the fans here in the battle zone.
5 minutes have elapsed. 10 remain.
Yeah, well, we all feel the same about you toaster. Tag made to one of the members of TMDK. I believe that's Mikey Nichols. And in comes the AWL Grand Champion. Ooh, uppercut lands perfectly, knocking the Grand Champion out of the loop. With 9.5 minutes remaining, plenty of time here. Ooh, twist and drop. Now, of course, TMDK not under AWL contracts. They're here essentially at the invitation of Zack Sabre Jr. Tag made between the established tag team. Now, both of these teams are kind of interesting. because you've got established tag teams in Shane Haston, Mikey Nichols, and the Tiger Brothers. You've also got technically proficient singles wrestlers in Zack Sabre Jr. and Matt Classic. However, both of those singles wrestlers have extensive experience in tag teams, whether it be Dangerous Techers or House Classic / the Technicos. Powerbomb position, buckle bomb! That is a move that has shortened careers. And I think that might actually be the game plan. That might explain why TMDK aren't trying to win the contest. They're trying to injure Black Tiger Justice going into the main event of AWL 400 in Tokyo Dome that will serve as AWL Strong and Free episode 40 as well. You'll see Japanese and Canadian talent on the same show. You'll even see a couple of situations where they'll be in the same ring together. That's going to be the reshuffle matches, the reshuffle ladder match, and of course, both iterations of Batsu Mania. So rare Canada versus Japan competition in the Animated Wrestling League. Normally we only see that at the AWL New Year's Tournament, the only time the individuals go against each other in one-on-one cover. Matt Classic Sr. would prefer to get his revenge directly on Zack Sabre Jr. I have no doubt about that, but he'll take the win anywhere he can get it. He's old school about that. I may not beat you, but I can beat your team, and that may be just as good with a DDT. Fun fact, it was actually Matt Classic Sr. who taught the DDT to Jake Roberts. Roberts has never publicly admitted this. And tag made between the Aussie Aggression, former TM61. No one ever told me what the 6-1 stood for. I never quite got that. Tag made is Tag Expert versus Tag Expert right now. Ooh, one-man flapjack. With 7 minutes on the clock, we are running out of time here. 15-minute time limit in this trios affair. And this is a trio match. It's an actual trios match as Tiger Mask 3 looking to do something stupid. He's got it. What is he thinking? He's going to go over the ropes. He's going to go through the ropes. He makes his decision. He commits Tope Suicida. Tope Suicida earning a "This is awesome" chant from the very Canadian crowd. And the adrenaline flowing through the veins, pumping the heart. The enormous heart, the strong style infused heart of Tiger Mask 3, graduate of the Unified School of the Tiger Style, as is the Grand Champion Black Tiger Justice. We've seen these two grow up from kittens. We've seen them earn their stripes. We've seen them earn their names. We've seen them become champions. Tiger Mask 3 in control. On the outside, the referee has begun the 20 count. There are countouts in effect in AWL multi-man matches. At least whenever we're allowed to do that. Ooh, rushing leg sweep on the outside. And you can see from the concrete there just beyond the barricade, you can tell just how thin those protective mats actually are. Those are there to prevent abrasions and to keep us from scuffing up the floor with the ring, the steps, the wrestlers, etc. Both men back in the ring at the 12 count, using their time. Oh, and once again, oh, wait a minute, cheap shot against the AWL Grand Champion along with a drop kick. And why not? A little bit for the former champion as well, Matt Classic Sr. And that, I think that gives credit to my idea that this isn't about winning the match, it's about hurting the good guys. That vertical suplex.
10 minutes have elapsed. 5 remain.
We're 2-way through the beating period. That's what TMDK wants. TMDK, the mighty don't kneel, but they don't seem to want to win a wrestling match either. And that's going to put the Tigers and Matt Classic in a very bad situation, because you can prepare for someone who wants to beat you. It's a completely different mindset, a completely different strategy for someone who just wants to hurt you. Collar and elbow tie up. Elbow to the midsection. Ooh, and face first, and I think we've got the first blood drawn to the match as well. And it's Australian blood. Australian blood drawn on Canadian soil. This is war. Wait, is Wardlow here? No, he isn't. That's good. Face first. The Tiger smelling blood in the jungle. Oh, and the diving tag. Slipping right past the kitty cat into a spine buster. This just became a 2-on-1 handicap match. Yeah, blood pooling around the forehead. On the outside, the referee with some incidental contact. Side Russian leg sweep. Are we going to see Zack Sabre? No, we're not. 3.5 minutes, and I think TMDK have been deliberately trying to keep Zack Sabre Jr. out of the ring. Can't say I disagree with that. Well, I stand corrected. Tag Kogeki within the 5 count, completely legal double team. 3 minutes and change, and going into the Manji Ganame, shades of Antonio Inoki. He's British trained, but he respects the Japanese strong style. And the Tiger and Black Tiger just trying to figure out, okay, what's the solution here as we now have 4 men in the ring.
3 minutes remaining.
Oh dear, running out of time now. Zack gonna start switching up the holds here. I think he'd rather be going after the champion himself, but he'll take the tag team partner as he builds up a deathlock. He's only going to hold that for a few seconds if he doesn't get the submission, and he doesn't. Now he might be thinking Zack Driver, might be thinking something else, but no, the tag is made. And we're back to that one-on-one match that we had last week. Side Russian leg sweep as the Tiger figures out what's happened, and he's got to get out of here. Cover, 1, 2, no. Swing and a miss. Black Tiger Justice. I'm not sure if he's even in legally here. Was there a tag? I think I missed it. I'm going to check with the referee. You can check with Louis Bob Ganoush of the famous Bob Ganoush wrestling family.
2 minutes remaining.
Although he seems to be inspecting the turnbuckle pad for some damage or maybe a design flaw here. And yes, I'm being... Alright, who's legal? And I'm being told, yes, it's Matt Classic Sr. and Zack Sabre Jr. are the legal competitors at the moment. These modern-day gladiators going at it, hammer and tongs in the ring. And look at that, the boots right to the unprotected knees of Matt Classic Sr. He doesn't wear knee pads. He thinks they're for little girly wimpy men. And he's actually got special dispensation to not wear knee pads. Knee pads are actually required in the AWL, save special permission from the AWL commissioner. Permission that Matt Classic has. Kicked in the midsection. And oh, wait a minute, look at this! And again, going for that leg, going for that same leg that was being pressured by the deathlock just a moment ago. Zack Sabre Jr., his switch between hold to hold, that may seem chaotic, but there's always a plan with the submission master.
1 minute remaining.
This could very easily go to a time limit draw. If it does, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. This is the Animated Wrestling League, strong and free. We are awaiting the season finale. Stay tuned for that. Subscribe, enable notifications so you do not miss AWL 400 in Tokyo Dome. We only go to the Big Egg every 100 episodes, every 100 weeks, every 5 seasons. And now, hanging the Tree of Woe. And remember, TMDK, they're damaged goods, but Zack Sabre Jr. hasn't really taken any offense here, whereas all 3 members of the AWL team certainly have. And we are out of time here. Last chance for a cover, and there's not going to be a cover. This is going to be a draw. Thank you for watching. As soon as the bell rings, that's going to be it.
This match has been ruled a time limit draw.
The finale next week. But until then, korede kimarida.